we're going to write the script or part of a script of a contemporary version of a Commedia dell'arte show.
And Rob, can you read our setting for today?
Sure. It's 1725. The fair city of Detritus is exhausted by its endless war with the fluffy city of Flotsam, a war to determine which city bakes the best bread. The annual bake-off approaches, and the leading bigwig of each city schemes to win by any means not too expensive. So the big event, the play builds towards this big event, which is the bake-off. We don't know who's going to win, but when the story starts, everybody's obsessed with the bake-off and how either wanting the bigwigs want their house to win, and the lovers want to be in love, and then the zanies, and again, just you probably know this, but our current contemporary word zany comes from Commedia dell'arte, from this character group, the hardworking everyday people. Who knows what they want? Maybe they want their house to succeed, maybe they don't.
We ask you at this point just to take a second and to choose a character you'd like to play, or to write for, rather.
Miser, bigwig. I'm imagining that he has a bit of a big stomach.
Oh yes, yeah, that's for yes, yes, I think that yes.
And a longer beard than usual, which is nice. and a bit of a bald head, a little bit in the front.
Beautiful.
With some hairs in the ears.
Well, of course.
I know him already.
Right.
So character name is Bath the Stingy, and Bath is short for Bartholomew. Of course, what was there before is a suggested desire to remember something important. The backstory is, once a humble baker's brat, Bath clawed his way to power by charging tolls on the city ovens, and now sees baking less as an art and more as an undervalued investment.
Oh no, how crass.
There we go.
I'll introduce Will actually, the know-it-all bigwig B. His suggested desire is extra virgin olive oil. His backstory is Will actually is the seventh in a long line of actualies who walk around reading factoids, and in his case from a 1625 book of all knowledge that's of course out of date. His goal is, his family has staked its fortune on a new product, glutinous maximus bread, an extremely high gluten bread that he believes will be the best thing in nutritional health since unsliced bread.
Okay, so lover A is Baron von Bagel. His desire is to find the perfect cream cheese in hopes of finding a soul food mate. One doesn't want just a soul mate. It needs to be a soul food mate. And nice. Baron von Bagel was once betrothed to Princess Crostella of Flotsam.
Oh, nice.
During a brief and ill-fated ceasefire between the two rival families.
Okay,
that's excellent. Right. And so what do we think Baron von Bagel's relationship with his dad, Barth the Stingy, is? Does he get along with his dad?
Well, he wants to be his own bagel. You know,
Teddy Toad, a little bit of a nod to the Avengers. His desire really is dancing in a professional troupe, which is definitely a dream based on him having 3 left feet. Okay. Teddy was orphaned in his teens, bounced from job to job, including as a shoe shiner and competent singer, and now attempting to cook something more appetizing than shoe leather. Toad would love to last more than 2 months in a job, which would be a record. Winning this bake-off really isn't that much of interest to him. It's not in his mind, and likely leads to him not being much help in the endeavor. He has a character weakness of being extremely insecure and easily duped with flattery, which probably leads to something getting switched up with the breads and the bake-off.
We're going to go into Act 1, and we're going to write little 2-person scenes between our characters. And usually you do it kind of one line at a time. You just sort of take turns. And then these have been automatically paired up. So scene 1 has the miser, and the schemer in it. So that's got Barth and now I'm forgetting our names. Who's our schemer is Teddy.
Toad.
Teddy and Barth are in that scene, yes.
Oh, these are good.
We'll just begin. So we'll just read through the scene. I'm going to read for Barth. Barth says, this is Irene's character I'm writing for. Now, Teddy, you are a bright young whippersnapper. Surely there will be nothing easier than you acquiring some cheap Kenyan biscuits and swapping them in for the actually glutinous doofus whatever.
Well, I believe there may be biscuits at the shop around the corner. Perhaps I could dance over there right proper, but I have no funds to acquire such biscuits. I'm rather down on my luck.
That is a problem. Yes, yes. Maybe you could earn a few coins with some of your street dancing.
Teddy turns to the crowd. Doesn't he know I can't dance a lick? I need to find another way to come up with the dough for that purchase.
Nice.
Pet friendly, how am I supposed to find my soul food mate, the perfect cream cheese, with you following me around?
Sir, I've been ordered by your father to assist you in preparing for the bake-off. Aside to audience, little does the Baron know that his father suspects his loyalty, and I am here as a spy. I will just observe that I love that the randomness put us for this scene in the secret room, which apparently everyone knows about.
Of course.
Exactly. I'm trying to think. Yeah. I have no clue how to respond to what's going on. The father is talking terribly to his daughter here. Sorry, the Baron finally sees Love Actually and says, there you are, Love Actually of my life. Shall we tell them of the perfect way to end this conflict? Your family's cream cheese is a perfect fit with my family's bagels. And I thought of several obscene ways to express that, but I don't think I want to put them in writing. Thank you.
Very, very fitting to this form, to be honest. Okay, and then Rob, are you ready for some Love Actually lines?
And blushes, aside to audience. Do you like how I can blush at will? The Baron. Oh, Baron, you smell wonderful. I mean, your baked good smells wonderful. Aside to audience. It's finally the big day, and I'm torn apart inside. Duty requires me to support my father's glutinous messimus, but my heart calls me to advocate for the cream cheese leaking through the ingenious hole in the middle of the Baron's experimental baked good. Oh, what shall I do?
Will actually says, the great baking Roman Entomans once said, where your bread is baked, there too goes your waistline. And I take that to mean trading one's daughter for an advantage in a baking competition is far more noble than seeking buns in the oven of a hardy lineage.
Nice interpretation.
And Teddy's rubbing his belly. Well, I did my part, but I do believe I botched the biscuit, and I can't even tell what is left for the judges. But my belly's full. And I do believe that I can start looking for another place of employment tomorrow.
Beautiful.
I really should probably exit stage left.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Very snagglepuss. And Barth says, Paul Pillsbury will no doubt love our entry in this competition. And let us look at what we have submitted. Pulls off the cover, which is just an empty coffee can because he will not spring for a silver tray cover. Crumbs? Just crumbs? Perhaps we can spin this as a West Coast Nouvelle mini cuisine. Nano buns.
Paul Pillsbury enters. The winner of this year's bake-off is... Suspenseful music, close-up shots on each character's face. The bagel with creamed cheese. It not only resolves a family feud, assists the cause of love, but it tastes fantastic as well.
Ah,
Bravo!